Hi there, friends.
Hello. Welcome back to our channel, Klesis.
And I'm Adele.
I'm Jing.
Yeah. What are we doing today?
Eating different types of natto. So we have the dried natto.
And the real natto.
Yes. It's an acquired taste. After I tried the dried one, it was a lot easier to eat that.
How we make natto, or at least what my friend from Japan told me, was that you don't add the sauces in. You open it and you stir it like 200 times and just leave it. If you're in a hot tropical country like we are, leave it for about 30 minutes, I guess. Don't want it to spoil or anything. But if you're in a colder area, when I was in Japan last year, I actually left it for like 12 hours before adding
the whole day.
Yeah, I mixed it in the morning, I went out, and when I came back, then I added the sauces in and I ate it, and it was so good. But check health precautions. I didn't check it because I was the only one eating it, so it's fine. But if you're gonna try it, yeah, we are not gonna be held responsible if anybody dies or anything.
There's one problem with natto that I don't like. It's like the strands. It gets everywhere.
But on the side, I also have something to share a little bit. I actually shared it with like the kids we teach on Sunday school, but I thought it was quite
relevant.
Yeah, quite a relevant thing to share. It's pretty short, so while you watch Jing eat natto, I guess I will go ahead. I guess there are some people who are like, how can you put God first in your life? And it sounds like you are putting God above your parents, your studies, your life, and whatever. And I guess as Christians, we know that, you know, you gotta be grateful to God because he really gave up his life for you and he loves you so much. So in a show of gratitude, we put him first. But I felt like there was also reasons why. I guess more logical reasons in a way of why it's good to put God first, because I got really curious about this whole topic and I was talking to God about it, and so I came across these few verses from John chapter 15. It's towards the start, and I'm like, suddenly things made a bit more sense about why, you know, God should come first. Because let's establish this first. When people think of putting God first, they kind of think of a list. Jing will flash it on here. And while that might be the first thing that comes to mind, but just felt that wasn't a very accurate portrayal or the best diagram to show how we should be putting God first in our life. And basically, back to the verse, what I saw was, I'll read the verse first. So Jesus is the one saying, I am the true vine and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes so that it will be even more fruitful. And then he also continues to say, remain in me as I also remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. If you do not remain in me, you are like a branch that is thrown away and withers. Such branches are picked up, thrown into the fire, and burnt. If you remain in me, and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish, and it will be done for you. This is to my Father's glory that you bear much fruit, showing yourselves to be my disciples. And, you know, I've learned that when God repeats something in the Bible, or in this case, remain in me, it's something we should take note of. And the more I thought about it and pictured grapes and the vine, it's more of like a connection, you see. Like the grapes come out of the central vine in a way. So remember that first diagram we showed you of a list? Erase it. Think of it from this new perspective, where God is the center of everything, and everything else we do branches out from him as our center and him as our identity. Because yes, I'm not saying that your family or your job, your schoolwork isn't important, but it would actually benefit the people you love, like your family and friends, your job and your schoolwork more if you approach them from God's perspective. So you put your identity in him first, and then you go do these other things. Does that make sense? Yeah, so it's not like oh, I love God and I hate everything else, And I've also heard of people like abandoning their schoolwork duties to like do church stuff. And I get people's frustration when Christians do that. So I hope this kind of clarifies things a little bit, that it should be a God-like approach to everything, or Jesus-like approach to everything else in life, and not being all like uncaring about your family, friends, and your work, and your job, and your studies. We're finished on natto.
Yes.
At least the freshish, the undehydrated one we finished. Thank you for eating natto with us. If you want more content like this, or more of our weirdness, you can subscribe and follow us on Instagram
At Jing Farts.
at adelandjing. Yeah. I guess we'll see you in our next video, and Jesus loves you and we love you too. Bye!
It's gross. It's kind of like beans and mucus.
Stay connected to God the way the natto's connected to each other through the slime.
Okay.
I wanna